I'm Toaden, and I am turning this off because this is a little loud, but I like it. It's cool. So today I'm going to do a couple camera reviews, but more or less it's probably going to turn into a Google, what are you doing with your Hangouts? And to join me today, just in case if Google kicks me out, is a Boomer.
Hey,
What channel are you with and all that good stuff?
my name is Boomer. Obviously, my channel is
Oh,
my channel is
never.
my channel is Boomer's Life. It used to be formerly known as Boomer's 9168, but Boomer's Life. It's just a vlog channel nowadays. I mean, I still have some of my old skits up there, but just it's vlog channel nowadays.
Okay, so I do camera comparisons, mostly microphone comparisons,
Yes.
and I'm doing it a little bit differently today. I'm doing it live because I was asked by DJ from DSLR Film Noob to do the Q4 versus the Q3 again, but he wanted to see it as a webcam thing. Now, I don't have a PC; I have a Mac. And Mac's been having, no, I shouldn't say Mac's been having any issues, but Google Plus or Google Hangout has been having issues with webcams.
Are you allowed to curse? I don't. Am I?
I'd rather not curse. No.
Okay, freaking Google. I was gonna say then. Okay, okay.
Yeah. This is a family channel. Maybe this. I don't know if this is family channel or not, but I don't think people should be watching a 5-minute tech thing and then have to put their headphones on unless it's a longer podcast and that culture has already been established. I
Gotcha.
don't feel like I established that culture on this channel, and plus I have Nerf and I have other things that kids like to watch, so I don't cuss on this channel. I
No
do
problem.
sometimes.
That's why I asked first.
Yeah,
No
I
problem.
appreciate that. I really
No
do.
problem.
I
That's
know
my
on
pleasure.
your channel I'm going to cuss because we're doing a live show after this.
Yes, we are.
Um,
That's uncensored.
Mhm.
So watch it after this. But go ahead.
So DJ from DSLR Film Noob, he said, hey, I know you did a thing with Q3 and Q4, the Zoom cameras. Can you do it again, but as a webcam? Now, Google, as I said, Google Hangout's been having issues. So I didn't, notice this, not a big background or nothing like that. I'm just using the iMac webcam. I don't even have like a film light or nothing. I'm using a normal lamp because I feel like for the Google Hangout sessions, the people that aren't doing it super professional, just doing straight through YouTube, this is the way they do it. The only thing I'm probably doing differently is using a microphone. And nothing wrong with that.
The lamp is a lie.
The lamp is a lie. No. This is a very real lamp, and so is not. However, I am using a professional lamp in there, which you can't see.
So wait a minute. You're using a professional lamp in the lamp, and that's not a professional lamp. I don't know. I'm confused here. I love lamp. I'll just keep saying that. I love lamp.
I could turn this off. I would show you. It's not.
So while he's doing that, so yes, now it's
Oh,
dark.
you wouldn't even be able to see. Yeah, see, so that's not your normal everyday.
No, I can see. Yeah, I can see what you're meaning.
Yeah, I think I took that from one of my light kits.
It just turned into a Halloween show. It's all dark. Let's tell scary stories. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's not do that. Let me get back to this. All right, so Logicam webcams, very super. I see these more than any other webcam on the market. These, these 1080 ones. I think it's the 960 something is the model. I see these everywhere. These are completely a standard.
What's the standard price?
I don't remember. They changed. I know they've gone down.
Okay.
I'm sure you could probably get them used because a lot of people use them. I've actually been handed some of them for free because they moved on to something different, or the microphone broke and it's only used as a camera. So I've actually have a couple extra. Which are currently not working with Google. So let me go ahead and switch that and show you what I mean. So if I was going to use this webcam, it does appear in the menu if I go to settings. So I'll go ahead and click. It was working. I think maybe the wire. Did something. Let's see here. Now let's try this again. And it's not even on there no more. Oh, because I did the wrong one. And I didn't do it to my hard drive, but I want to check something real quick. Okay, I think still exporting. All right. Why? Yeah, now it's not even. No, it's not even reading it. How about that for nice?
Yeah, because we tried it before and it was black, but at least it read it. So now it's just being weird.
Yeah. Let me pull another one out. See the whole thing I said, how standard this is?
All right. Let me just pull out 30 more of them. He has like a whole drawer full of them.
I'll just pull another one out real quick. Now this one, I know the microphone doesn't work on it.
While he's doing that, it's your dancing monkey time. While you're just doing that, and he's like, we're not going to talk about Halloween. I knew that. This is funny how you did that. But I'm the comic relief. If you ever seen the Deadpool movie, comic relief guy.
Oh, great! Now it says I have 2 Logitech cams. Now it works, right?
Okay.
All right, so let me go ahead and switch to one of them.
Okay.
And the blue light's on, and it looks like it's working from my end, except for, of course, you see a black screen, and it doesn't work.
Actually, it's a paused picture of yourself.
Oh, okay. So you see a paused picture of myself. Now, if I pull up like Megacon or another third party, something that is not Google Plus, it works.
Oh, okay. On the live, I'm sorry to interrupt you. On the live show, it's showing a black screen. Okay, and here it's showing you, just a picture. Freeze. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is now this picture's not going to come out looking right, but now I'm going to switch to a third-party service, Megacon.
Oh, yes.
And so now you see me. Now this is a horrible quality because it's going through a third party. So this is not represent at all how this webcam looks. Okay, I want to say that right now. This is just to demonstrate that Google Hangout has issues and it's been having issues for a while. If you have a Mac, now if you had a PC and your Logitech's not working, you just need to update the programming. Unfortunately, Logitech doesn't have programming for the Mac. Don't ask me why. It's kind of dumb.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the and go back to my FaceTime camera. And I'm not back to that yet.
Dancing monkey. No, I'm just kidding. Enough of the monkey. Sorry, just while you're doing a little comic relief,
Dancing monkey.
What is it? What is it you do? He does when I just stop talking for a second. He's like, dead air. But no, that's totally ridiculous. That
and there I'm back. Okay,
there you go.
And that's why I was like, I might get lost.
Yeah,
but that's all right. I got a dancing monkey too.
Your monkey
piece of internet history right here. If you know what money loot or punch the monkey is, piece of internet history.
Well, this is part of history. It's one of those Thai monkeys, Thai Beanie Babies. Yeah, they were popular for 5 minutes.
Legacy, man. Legacy. All right, so I plugged in the Q3. Let me go ahead and turn this on, which is weird because I thought it was already on before. Maybe it timed out or something.
That's like the...
I liked this camera. This was my pocket vlogging camera for a very long time. I really enjoyed this camera. I think it was very well. However, it does not work as a webcam. I thought it would. It doesn't show up anywhere. Unless maybe if I came out HDMI, I could probably set it as an input. Maybe. But not through USB. So to answer DJ's question, and first thing is this does not work as a webcam. And I do know Zoom has a couple other model cameras out now, like less than a year after the Q4 came out. It came out with a new one because the Q4, which I was using as a vlogging camera, primarily because it had the flip screen and it still had awesome, decent microphones.
Yeah.
However, there's a lot of internal issues I don't like on this camera. I do have a much better comparison between these, so if you want to go check that out, I highly recommend it. I was walking around with both these like this at a house party, actually. It looks like a concert venue, a horrible concert venue, but you can go check that out. Oh man, that was.
Yeah.
My date was not happy with me that night. The long story short.
Well, you're holding 2 cameras. I don't think she would be.
Well, it was more or less being bit by bugs inside of a basement.
You know, that camera reminds me of my Flip here. It's like an updated Flip.
I think this was partially modeled after that. And then GoPros became popular, so this is partially modeled after a GoPro. I don't think there's any mistake in that, but this had really good microphones. This do too, but the processor, my issue with this was the auto mixing doesn't work as well. I constantly pop on this when it's on auto. I pop on it no matter what, and it was just horrible because I'd be vlogging and go through some of my stuff where I vlog with this, and I'll be talking, and all of a sudden my volume gets bumped down low, and it just oh, I didn't mean to hit my mic. Sorry.
Sorry.
And it doesn't flow right. It's horrible. You can't really fix that in post.
Yeah.
You know, this was really good. It stayed even. You know, you just keep it in auto and you're pretty good. The only thing is if it's a concert, you bump it to low gain. If it's not a concert, you keep it as high gain or auto. I never really kept it at auto because, I mean, low or high is still auto and in some aspects. But the auto sometimes would be, you know, it would be listening to the wrong thing. So you just hit low or high, but still auto.
Yeah.
In a way, this one doesn't matter what you put it on; it's not going to come out right. I had horrible experiences with the audio. The zoom doesn't work right on. I don't like the zoom on this. That's why they came out with a new model like a year later that is 10 times better than this. But this does work as a webcam, and I never used it as a webcam. I don't believe I tried this yet. I think I might have. Let's go ahead and switch over to this one. Remember the Q3 doesn't even show up. So I'm switching over to the Q4. And it's frozen. So yeah.
Yeah, you're blah,
it's
blah.
not working. So go figure. Maybe again if I did HDMI, but this is supposed to work as a webcam. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to see if this works on Megacon, Q4 webcam on Megacon. Again, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to Megacon now. Once again, remember this is quality going through another party. So what you see is not what you would get if this worked. Okay, see all this grain and stuff? It does not look that way on my Megacon source. So I want you to keep in mind that this is not the way it works. Cause it's filtered through a filter right here. That's why the horrible quality. Yeah. I'm just showing that there's no reason why Google Plus can't fix this and let us use other web cameras. At one point I used it used to be able to do it. It used to be easy to use webcam, other webcams on Google Plus.
Yeah, there was no problems.
Oh, you kidding me? I plugged. I used to plug like industrial cameras in. Remember that? I mean, it didn't let me do the things I wanted it to do, but I could have used them.
But could I mention something about my camera? My camera is a Microsoft, and I remember when I used to use it here. I'm looking at it now. It's Google Plus. It's all grainy and everything. It's 720. Yes, okay, it's not 1080, but it's 720, and it looks like I have 480 here. So it's Google Plus. There's something wrong with Google Plus.
Yeah, I did a test for my Watch Together thing. You know, with my nephew, we're watching movies and we trying to sync it up later, which I actually have one exporting now. So hopefully on Monday there'll be a new one of those. And I came both ways, so it's easier to sync. The first one was just a test, and I used my my PC laptop, which allowed me to use my Logitech, and I've never seen the Logitech look that bad. Never seen it look that bad. It was bad.
Logitech's a good brand too.
It is. It's a standard for a reason. I mean, we use it all the time.
These are Logitech.
At my day job and stuff. Yeah, I mean, Logitech. When it comes to webcams, there's not many options out there. Logitech dominates. I did, you know, talk about these zooms for a minute. I can't even tell you how this works as a webcam. I mean, I told you I had some issues with it using it as a personal vlogging cam. It's about $400, by the way, but probably went down in price. But I can't tell you how it works as a webcam because Google Plus I use it. I have a lot of issues with Google. I have a love-hate relationship with Google Hangout. My biggest thing, and I've been saying this since we started using Google Hangouts more than 5-6 years ago now. Man.
Yeah, shoot, yeah, you're absolutely right. 2011.
Yeah, when we first started, what was I saying? It's not finished yet.
It still isn't finished. 6 years later,
they've actually gone back, and I've heard rumors that they're gonna come out with they're working on a super revamped version. Yeah, so they don't even care what. I don't know if they even care what the issues we have right now.
It's just kind of sad that they were trying to be Facebook, they were trying to be Twitter, and they're neither.
No, they weren't trying to be them.
They were trying to be different.
Facebook got better because of Google Plus.
I totally agree with you. They were trying to be different, and I like the difference.
And Facebook picked up on everything that Google Plus did better. And I like Facebook better. And I would have loved it if Google Plus kept going that route and didn't just shut the book because they weren't finished.
Exactly.
You know what killed? I mean, we all know what destroyed Google Plus. It was when they pushed it on people.
Yeah, when they had to have a YouTube account.
Yeah, the way they merged the YouTube account with Google Plus, they could have did it a lot more smoothly, and also they could have kept it anonymous to begin with, and also could have let you have your multiple accounts to begin with.
Yeah.
That's what shot them in the foot because there's a lot of people that didn't want to switch over because they were still iffy on using their real names. It's not hard to find my real name. But
mine either. Well, sort
when I first started doing internet stuff in the mid to late 90s, you do not talk about your real name. Your real name should never come up. And Facebook changed that. And in many ways, I thought that was going to kill Facebook. But what made Facebook stick around was because other people were trying to be like Facebook because Facebook was one of the few that was making money, so they were trying to bend and be like Facebook.
I mean, they killed MySpace, which I thought MySpace was better back in the day.
They did not kill MySpace.
They didn't?
You know who killed MySpace?
MySpace.
The guy that bought MySpace.
Justin Timberlake?
No, he bought it years later. Bernie Madoff, I believe.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yeah. When the big magazine guy, when on Fox Exec and all that big guy, when he bought MySpace, Tom. If Tom didn't sell MySpace, I don't think we'd even be talking about Facebook right now.
I totally agree because I liked MySpace better. You can create an a personal page, and you could put I think if you still go to mine, it has like a Family Guy thing.
Yours it doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, okay. So
you can still get your pictures from it, but dude, MySpace, you're talking about 3 or 4 formats ago.
Yeah,
because it's changed hands several times.
Yes.
And I honestly kept on MySpace because I'm like, dude, MySpace might come back. MySpace video was competing with YouTube.
Yes. Yes, it was.
And it was great for music, but even now people are like, oh yeah, we keep it for music, but now it sucks because, or at least in my opinion, because if I go in there and I search for a local band, which I know is on MySpace or even the old MySpace. So their stuff is still saved somewhere, and they could still go in there and they could get their stuff out. Mm-hmm. Even when before this last major change or last 2 major changes, I could not search for them. I had to go and find a link to theirs to get on it. because they were not super popular. And that is ridiculous. If I want to find, so local bands can't get, if it's a website, if it's supposed to be social media and everyone's not treated equal to the point, well, I shouldn't say super equal, but if I know somebody's name and I can't find them in the search engine, there's an issue. Unless they have their privacy settings where I can't find them, that's different. But if they're there to be discovered and there are everything is public and I know their name, I should be able to find them. That is ridiculous. And to me, that's when I was like, Facebook's done. Facebook was done before that, but I had zero reason ever to go back when I could not find my bands.
Yeah, true. And
going on?
Oh, do you hear that?
Yeah, I hear that.
I'm by a major highway. It's called US 19, and there's all the fires going by. Big party going on next door, man. Dude,
there's a party going on in the basement. My floor is vibrating.
Oh, well.
I wish they wouldn't have invited me, man. I guess
I'm going to try to do this. So
I just feel like I don't get invited to those parties anymore.
You want me to mute my mic for a minute while you're talking?
Oh, you're good.
Oh, okay. I mean,
you're good. I was just curious. I was like, dude, do you want to send your maid over here?
My maid?
I mean, I vacuumed earlier. I vacuumed my green screen, actually, which, I do have a Snapchat. I do use it. I do think people should check it out. It's pretty funny. And I think I have some beautiful pictures of Detroit every morning, or at least every other morning.
Nice
Toaden K. Downtown. Because I'm constantly around downtown at like 6:37 in the morning, looking at the looking at the Detroit River, looking over Canada. All right, I feel like I'm going a lot longer than I should. Do I have anybody watching live?
I have no idea.
I don't see anything in the comments, so that's.
It says 2 people watching now.
Okay, that's probably me and you.
Maybe, because the thing is your chat's not open. I don't know what's going on with that.
Okay, it's not open. Okay, I had that issue before too.
I've had that issue, yeah.
That's another thing. There's a lot of times now people use this and the chats aren't open until they're no longer live. That's a major issue. They're trying to push you to use other encoders, I believe. They're trying to push you to use the beta, which you need another encoder. Again, I'm a Mac user. There's only one on that list that I can use, and it doesn't work.
Well, maybe it's still in beta because they're going to work with Macs. Who the heck knows? I could be wrong.
Yeah, man, the biggest thing is video creators, a lot of graphics shops. What do they use? Macs.
Yeah.
You can't be. I know now now a lot of people switch over Adobe and stuff like that, but seriously, you can't count Mac out.
And I'm a PC guy, and I will never. And I respect Mac. I don't use Macs, but I respect Macs. You gotta have
every shop I've worked in since I became a video guy. Since ever since I focused more on video. Like when I was audio, there was PCs there.
Mm-hmm.
But when I went to video, like even the audio shops, they would have a Mac for whoever works with video. All the visual stuff, there's always a Mac involved. Not always, but it's still a gigantic thing. Most creator shops will have Macs there.
Mm-hmm.
So that is insane to me. Okay, before I sign off, let's talk about some upcoming events, just because I don't do that a lot. And why not? If you're watching this, obviously you're being entertained by something. I don't know what. Rate, subscribe.
By the way, my buddy Dylan's watching. He just want to let me know that. He's keep messaging me. He's like, I'm watching just to let you know. So you have a viewer.
Cool. We appreciate it, Dylan.
Thanks, Dylan.
There's one out there.
Out there. I'll probably have 2. So when I go live,
I'm just going to go through my list. So you can see this list at toaden.com/events. In February 26th, I thought I actually changed that to February 27th. Yep, there we go. February 27th, I'll be at the Great Lakes Comic Con in Warren, Michigan. Yep, yeah, it's in Warren. I thought maybe that was mixed up too. Yeah, in Warren, Michigan, I'll be at the Great Lakes Comic Con. I may actually swing by to an anime Comic Con that same day in Southfield. I'm not quite sure. I have a lot of ties with Lawrence Tech there, and they're doing an anime convention there. So I may swing by there, and then I'll swing back to Great Lakes on the 28th. But I know for sure I'll be there probably on the 27th. That's a Saturday. That's actually next week. Yeah, that's next Saturday.
That is next week. Yeah.
And March 19th, I'll be at the Ypsilanti Comic Con again in Michigan. Wow, the next day, March 20th, I'll be at the March du Nain Rouge in Detroit, Michigan. I was there last year. You can check out the event video from that one. That it's insane. If you're in the if you're in the Detroit area and you have no idea what the March du Nain Rouge is, check it out. It's the crazy. It's a parade that everyone gets involved in. It's amazing. It's a great parade. Everyone walks down with it. Look it up, educate. It has to do with folklore in Detroit. It's fantastic event.
Sounds like fun.
I love getting video from there. April 2nd is the Pure Michigan Comic Con. April 22nd the weekend of April 22nd is Playlist Live, and I will not be there.
Ooh, I will be at Playlist Live this year. So if you want to come and see me, I will. You know what I'll do? I will get Toaden on some sort of hangout, and we'll talk that way somehow.
22nd is my birthday, so I don't know how well that's gonna go.
Well, we have the 20. We'll do the Friday then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I don't. The reason I'm not going is basically Playlist Live and Vidcon have always been competitors, and Playlist Live now costs more than Vidcon. Last year I noticed this. They cost more in Vidcon, but they don't service the creators as much anymore. There's still stuff out there. And I covered this more in another previous video. So if you want to check out my thoughts on YouTube conventions, I go into that. Like, it's very much a working weekend that doesn't pay for itself.
Yeah.
And it will never pay for itself, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. And I'm at the point where I can actually do panels there, volunteer panels. So, and I have no problem doing volunteer panels, except for when other people are getting paid and other people are getting comp, and it's a convention where people that live near the convention won't go unless they get a free ticket, because they don't think it's worth it for them to go there. They don't think there's anything more for them to network there anymore.
I haven't paid for it since 2012. So
yeah, I mean, you don't get a comp ticket. You just go to the lobby and hang out.
Yeah, sure. We'll just keep it at that.
Yeah, if you could. Yeah, if you I know you if you walk through the back door and no one stops you.
Well.
Which a lot of times Playlist Live is, if you're older than, if you're not one of these scream little fans, there's really no reason for them to stop you anymore, because the panels, they're worth it if you don't know anything about YouTube. But if you've been on it for a while, the panels do lack.
I haven't gone to the panels. Panels.
Oh, because they check
the first playlist. Well, no, I went through. They're so. Could I say why they're stupid?
Yeah.
Should I? Okay. They're so stupid. They made the badge that last year almost the same as the. Okay. Can I show them my badge? Do you mind?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Where is it? I gotta find it. Give me 1 second. Okay, guys. Now, do you have last year's badge handy?
Yeah. Not handy. I have to leave the room.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. So this was from 2 years ago, but I used this for last year. I have all cards in there and everything. They didn't know. It looks exactly the same as somebody else's.
The only thing different was the year on it. That's it.
And I have it covered up, and they didn't look. Like, they had security there, which was good. That was the only good thing about it. But they didn't really check. They're like, okay, go ahead. Like one guy looked at it.
Vidcon checks like crazy.
Well, I don't blame him. That's a bigger. Vidcon's huge. I mean. Oh, I made a mess here, but yeah, you get the point. It's just like I had a bunch of business cards with my friends in there, and they didn't even check. So, just stupid. That's
right. It's. I mean, I went to DC, and I liked the DC one only because it was so small. I got to meet more friends there. Exactly. And also the creators that were there, there were not a lot of big creators, but but like our friends creators, like Funny Me Now, and Juke Squad, I got to hang out with them like the entire time, and they got worked to death though, man. They were like in every other panel. But anyway, so yeah, I won't. long story short, won't be at Playlist Live this year. Maybe in the future. It's really come down to one of those things where I almost need to be asked to go to Playlist Live.
Well, I was
I have
asking you.
sponsored Playlist Live before, and I gotta tell you, they're tough, man, to get a hold of on the phone. The only reason we're able to even sponsor and have a booth one year, one of the other companies I used to work with, was because my partner actually went down to him and had to bang on the door. I've reached out to him with ideas and like, oh, cool, someone, that's a great idea. Let's talk more, and I'll maybe talk to them one more time, but they'll never reach back to me. They're like, oh yeah, so-and-so was supposed to talk to you, and they never will. Either, whatever it is, I've heard to do anything with them, you have to physically be in Florida or have someone in Florida to bang on the door to physically talk to them. And I think that's why they don't have any sponsors. They have very little sponsors. They used to they could fill out an expo room full of sponsors.
And they don't.
Not an issue. And they don't, because they don't return their phone calls. I've heard people like, hey, I wanted to get a table. I was willing to pay, X amount of money, which was, I told them how much we paid, which was way more than it should have been.
Yeah.
I was actually against it because we did not make that money back. When, vendors should not pay thousands of dollars. I shouldn't say how much. I'm not going to say how much.
Don't say how much. No, I wouldn't.
But they should not have paid what we paid.
No, I believe
I go to many cons. Anyways, I have a long list here. Okay, not going to Playlist Live, but I will be going to Penguicon the following week in Southfield, Michigan. Another thought I had on conventions, when it comes to YouTube conventions, I do better networking at non-YouTube conventions because not everyone's there for the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
People do want to talk to each other. People do want to learn off of each other. So go to a convention where you're different.
Yeah.
Penguicon is one of those conventions, and I'm actually the media track head this year. This is the first year they're having a media track. They've had a film track in the past, but it was more or less screenings. This year we're actually having panels. I have some local filmmakers coming out. They're going to talk about submitting your films to film festivals, and these guys know how to do that. They're awesome. And we got a ton of podcasters involved. Some of the biggest Detroit podcasters are there. IT and the D, they're the huge staple there. In fact, they're letting other podcasters, if podcasters that come to Penguicon, if they want to podcast live, IT and the D bought their own suite, and they're allowing people to use their equipment. I mean, completely professional equipment.
Wow.
To podcast live from their suite, and they don't even have to bring all their equipment. And it's fantastic. And they're gigantic podcasts. These guys, they are staples in networking. They're fantastic. And half the time I meet them, they're not even sober. Maybe, I don't know. Really great guys. See them at a bunch of Comic Cons because they're always broadcasting live, and they're really heavily involved in Detroit. They're fantastic. But anyways, Penguicon. See, I have zero problem having to pay for my ticket. I'm staff. I'm actively getting people to go there, and you can't see my whiteboard, but it's full of events that I'm organizing, and I'm paying for my ticket to go.
Well, you're supporting it in some way, right?
Yeah. It's one of the very few there's a ton of fan ran conventions, but this is 100 almost. I don't know how percentage, but I think it's 100% volunteer ran. I know everyone in the ConCom that I talked to, they all paid for their own tickets. So I mean that's huge. So. To me, that's different because it's a nonprofit. It's not like Playlist Live's actually pulling a profit from it.
They're making tons of money.
It's like $50 for the whole weekend. Like right now, I still think it's like $40 for 3 days. Everyone's paying. That's why the tickets are so low, and they have more programming. And it's easier to network because not everyone's there doing the same thing, and you don't have a ton of screaming girls because there's not like celebrities there where they're trying to get autographs. It's like Playlist Live. If you take away all the celebrities that have nothing to really say or contribute. Not saying, Play This Live just shoves them in there. I know a lot of them won't go to Play This Live anymore. But a lot of times they also use them to their full potential.
I know one YouTuber, but I'm not going to get into it.
Yeah, let's not hear names. But if you take away all the signing, the frivolous signing and stuff like that, because they have to pay to get these guys to come out here, pay for their hotels. That's why the tickets are so expensive, but it's also why it gets so big, because people go in to see them.
Yeah.
Just focus on the creators. Let's focus. This is a fan, it's a fan convention for anything. I mean, it's look up PenguinCon if anyone's interested. It's a fantastic, not just for media. That's just one track. There's a food track. There's an after dark track. There's a huge tech track, literature track. If you could think of it in the geek realm, there's something there for it. Anyways, that's my plug for PenguinCon. The rest of these I should be able to go through real quick.
Yes.
May 7th, Detroit Zombie Apocalypse, great cause, great event. It's another it's Walk Against Cancer, something like that. It's another cancer charity. Great event last year. Check out my video from last year. Midwest Hunters Convention. I'm still waiting to hear back from some stuff, but I'm going to do what I can to get there, even if I don't get what I need. I'm probably at least gonna, maybe I'll just hang out in the lobby. I don't know, but fantastic, huge. Check out my video from last year. It was so I have like 3 videos from last year, and even my event video I had to like double, and like fantastic, scariest convention I've ever been to on video. It's haunted house thing. It definitely, if keep an eye out for that video. If you're in the Ohio area, it is Columbus, Ohio. Awesome convention.
Yeah, the Midwest Hunt. I know that convention. I've always wanted to go to that. I'm a huge Halloween fan. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good. You're my guest. I'm just talking over everything. Yeah, it's fantastic.
I know. I've seen it on YouTube. Oh my God, I want to go. Maybe when is it this year?
That would be June 10, 11th, to 12th. So it's mostly 11 and 12. The 10th is there are some things on the 10th. I'm not quite sure what, but I think that's like maybe their business day. But it's also
I was thinking or something like that.
Last year it was also their zombie walk. Well, not theirs, the Columbus zombie walk, which I think they were like in their 5th or 6th year, something like that. But they changed days to combine with the Midwest Hunters convention. So
cool.
Which is something almost all the other press there got wrong. They're like, yeah, this is their first year of the zombie, of their Columbus zombie walk. I'm like, look at their T-shirts. They've been here for like 4 or 5 years. Have you actually talked to these guys? This is but this is their first time at their con, right? But it's like their 5th year or whatever year of the walk. It's just the first time they married 2 different events. They just happened to partnership.
And like
great partnership. It worked fantastic. It was super awesome. I mean, it was one of the biggest zombie walks. So so I'll be there as well. One of the biggest zombie walks. I gotta stop hitting the mic. It's one of the biggest zombie walks I went to. I mean, they close. I've been to a couple of them where they closed down the street, but it was like a parade of cars and Ghostbuster cars and all the haunted houses that have hearses and buses and stuff. All that.
I know with that convention, a lot of the big time, like I'm in here in Florida.
Oh yeah,
they have Universal's there, I believe, and I know Hollow Scream. They go there to promote their Halloween. Have you seen them there, Universal? Oh my God, dude, it's. I want to go, like, cause I love Halloween. I love the props. I mean, I'm not a big fan of props. I like actors, but some of the props are cool that they would work in haunted houses. Yeah, I'm sorry. You get me too excited.
No, you good. No, you good, man. I just wish the comment section was working. I was able to comment my little chat thing, but maybe that's a Google Plus thing. I don't know.
It's weird.
Okay, so after that, June 23rd, 24th, 25th, VidCon. I'm not presenting. I'm going there as a creator. I will be there. I know the Creators Pass did such a huge thing. Like, people were so happy with it. I know I was incredibly satisfied with it. A lot more creators are coming. They're like, well, I always passed on VidCon, but now that they have this and I heard nothing but positive things, they're going to come. I know several of my local creators that swore they'll never go to a con are going to this year. Yeah. So that's
That's saying a lot.
It is. So I'll, anyone who wants to hit me up, I'll be there. Maybe I'm trying to figure out another way to do. I always figure out a couple collabs there. I always surprise myself what I'm able to do there.
And when's Vidcon again? I'm sorry to keep it.
June 23, 24th, 25th.
Oh, it's in June this year. That's kind of soon.
I will not be going to Disney Day this year. I've gone to Disney Day every other year. I went out there. They raised the ticket prices, and frankly, Disney Day is just not worth what it used to be. It used to be almost everyone that went to VidCon will go Disney Day, or at least like half people. But now people don't even wear their shirts there, and it's not worth it like it used to be. So I'm not going this year. Not to Disney Day, but VidCon itself is amazing. I probably won't be able to get into all the parties like I did last year, but that's okay.
That's all right.
Yeah,
party with your fellow YouTubers.
Yeah, well, that's it's okay. But I have some awesome stories from last year, and I'm just gonna let's go back through here. July 16th. First, it's a Downriver Comic Con, so it's in Lincoln Park, Michigan. It's suburb of Detroit. I know there's already like other well-established Downriver Comic Cons. I might be on a panel here. They said I'm going to be on a panel. Misty Mills, if you've seen her in some of my videos, put me in StarWars.com. She's been an actress in several movies, including Machine Gun Preacher. She's in the beginning. She shoves a needle into Gerald Butler's arm in the bathroom. She's not that dirty, I swear. She actually does this in acting.
I was just acting, yes. It was in a movie.
But apparently, she's on a panel doing something. She doesn't even know. Apparently, she's a special guest for this. I don't know. She doesn't even know. Not yet, at least. I'm sure we'll find out. Their first one ever. It's being put on by one of the council members. I believe it's charity going to the sports of local of Lincoln Park High School. Oh, if you know anything about Lincoln Park High School, they actually did a MTV series on their football team because they're one of the longest running lunacy streaks in all America high school team. So so it's in the city where MTV actually ran a reality show because their high school football team sucks that much. So
I thought mine sucked. Like seriously, like we were good for a while, but like wow, yeah, that sucks.
So that's where that will be. I don't think it's at their high school. I think that, anyways. Well, you can check. It's all on Toaden.com/events. Then is the Taylor Comic Con. It's they do it a couple times a year now. Like I said, Downriver, well established. Anyone says there's only one Downriver Comic Con, that means they have done zero research. Because I keep seeing Comic-Con say that they're only Downriver Comic-Con, except for yourcomiccon.com. I've done so much stuff with John now. Like half of these things I read is from yourcomiccon.com. The Taylor Comic-Con, super small. You could check out my last video I did there. The people there were amazing for a super small con. It was exactly what it should be. Hell's Hearst Fest, went to that last year. Check that out. Really fun. Hearses everywhere. Anytime. You know what? I have no problem going to Hell.
That was a cool video.
Yeah. It takes place in Hell, Michigan. I don't know what else I could say about it. Flint Zombie Walk. I will be returning to Flint for their Zombie Walk. Last year, I had to miss Flint for the Monroe Comic Con. I was going to switch on and off every year. But this year, Monroe Comic Con's October 1st, so they are still staying the same date. And Flint moved theirs to a week earlier, and it's working out. This is the earliest Flint as that has revealed the date, even though it's always been the same date. They revealed the date earlier. Because they decided to move it to September. Way more people are happy. It's probably going to be one of their biggest ones yet because so many people couldn't go to the October one because there's other things going on. So, so I'll be back in Flint. Yes, that's the city that's having all the water issues and all that stuff.
You're in Lake Flint.
Huh?
You're in Lake Flint?
I'm not in Flint.
Never mind. Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, the Flint Zombie Walk is in Flint.
No,
they're fantastic.
No, you're in Lake Flint, I was saying. Never mind. Keep going.
Okay.
Bad joke. Keep going.
Yeah. I'm in Detroit, man. Flint's the
No,
only
no,
city.
no.
Flint is the only city that wants Detroit water, and they have Detroit water. But
Can I tell you
that's
that
a long story. What?
Are you still going at? Are you still? I don't know. I don't want to. Well, I'm going to be at a couple Comic Cons myself. I was looking at. I'm going to be at Megacon, which is one of the biggest one in Orlando, Florida.
That's usually around the same weekend as Play This Live. But yeah, I hear nothing but
no,
good
it's
stuff
not.
about
Not
MegaCon.
this year. It's in
Not this
May.
year. Okay.
May 26th to 29th. I'm on the website, and I'm also going to be at the Tampa Bay Comic Con, which is really incredible.
Which one of my movies played at last year?
Yes, that was because of me. I mentioned something to him, and this year
I had another Comic Con, but nothing's confirmed, so I'm not going to mention that one.
Yeah, don't even mention it then if it's not. Yeah, that's going to be August 5th through the 7th, and I'll be at those places there. That's the Comic Cons I'm going to be at because I'm going to try to do more this year. Last year I wanted to, but due to budget reasons, I couldn't go. So
I got 2 more on my list.
Go ahead. I just want to tell you the ones I'm going to be at.
So after Flinton Zombie Walk, which is fantastic, it'll be so that's in September 24th. Now we're getting to October. October 1st, Monroe Comic Con, and then October 8th is Zombie Walk Jackson, which is another gigantic one. Usually it's the same day as Lansing. Maybe I'll be able to hit that up too. Last year, usually Zombie Walks, this is the earliest I have Zombie Walks on my calendar. And some of them have been up here for a couple months now. This is the earliest is. Usually Zombie Walks don't announce. A lot of them are horrible and won't announce like a week early. Some of them like maybe a month, but so this is incredible because last year I did a ton of complaining because I was going to whoever booked me first. So I went to a ton of Comic Cons fall last year. This year I was like, I need to go to Zombie Walks, and they heard me. They're like, just so you know, book this date now, because so many events, Comic Con, Zombie Walks, and events in general, they always go, oh, we're this Saturday of this month every year. No, that doesn't work.
No, it
does not work because something's going to change. Something's going to happen. Who knows what it is, and you're going to change dates. I mean, so many of the events we've talked about, I mean, I went through a bunch of them, but even Vidcon and Play This Live, they had like their set day of set month, and they got too big for it, or they had to change for whatever reasons. You cannot play that on calendar. And I've talked to people that do that, and I'm like, what are you doing? Did you even look at the date? No, man, they're always on this day of this month. Like, no, dude, get out of here. I won't even put it on my calendar unless it's on the website and Facebook, or they communicated to me and had it on their website or Facebook. And it has to be notable, and confirmed in several different fashions. But so that's huge that some Zombie Walks are already coming out, and I'm going to try to hit more Zombie Walks this year. And that's it for my event. So if you want to check that out, Toaden.com/events. We were talking about cameras, but now this is probably the longest live shows. I did not expect to go this long.
Yeah, you didn't actually.
No.
Yeah,
but Google kept messing up, so I couldn't do the comparison. Sorry, DJ. Sorry, DJ. Going to watch this, but whatever.
We love you, DJ.
It's okay. I'll tweet out my new tunes because that's how he tweets out every time he does a new podcast. He just says my new tunes. I'm thinking, oh, dude, he's in a band now? Oh, that's his podcast. Dude, come on. You're not in a band. Stop saying my new tunes. Say new podcast where we talk about this, then that, which is getting better. I made fun of him a few times. He probably doesn't even know who I am. But I think other people were making fun of him too. It's like, yeah, what do you mean your new tune? Did you fart out in a different chord today? I told him he needed. One time I tweeted to him. I said, you need to stop saying that because I keep thinking I'm just getting a retweet. And then he's like, okay, yeah, you're right. I need to stop doing that.
Gotcha.
I lied because I don't think because retweets don't work that way. But that's beside the point.
I hear you.
Hey, it worked.
Whatever works.
All right, so go ahead and promote yourself again, Boomer. I know I talked like this entire time. But.
I know, that's fun, and that's what we discussed that you're mostly going to do. So, hi, my name is Boomer again. Hi, if you haven't noticed, he keeps calling me Boomer. Yeah, my channel is Boomer's Life, youtube.com, either /Boomer's Life or my old name, youtube.com/user, blah, 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 Boomer9168. You can check me out. I just do vlogs. I just vlog whatever's going on in my life. And yeah, I'm about to do a live show here, probably in 30 minutes or so. And Toaden's going to be on there. It's going to be late night with Boomer and friends. It's an uncensored show. So if you're here now, go over to there and you can hear Toaden curse because he keeps the PG. I do rated R. He's basically Wolverine. No, he's what's that? Colossus. I'm Deadpool, just a lot bigger. And
you mean, man, I'm Jay. You're Silent Bob.
Oh yeah. Blah, blah. Probably true. Actually, I can't be silent because sometimes I can't shut up. So
I look like Silent Bob, but I guess
you do. Kevin Smith. Yeah,
that does make me Kevin Smith because on camera,
one of my tweets.
As Silent Bob, he never talks, but once he's out of the Silent Bob, he won't shut up. So
exactly. All right, but yeah, that's my stuff. Go check it out. Again,
go check him out. You'll know, and you might notice he looks a little bit different now. He lost about 10 pounds this past few months, right?
Well, this past month, yeah, I've been starting to work out. I am actually going to start probably a weight loss vlog, and I have a video thing I want to do that connects to a blonde chick who made fun of fat people. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go look it up because I have an idea what I want to do with that.
Okay. So I actually might be doing a fitness video for on the local networks, podcast networks here.
Cool.
Because if you guys took anything away from this, don't just network within your field. Like, I'm a YouTuber. I'm going to network with other YouTubers. Dude, what are you doing? If you do costuming, network with other cosplayers and stuff like that. If if you're a broadcaster, I'm a YouTuber. I could network with podcasters. I could network with webcam people.
Strangers.
I could network with I mean, come on. One of our best YouTube people for a long time, and one of our best friends was a homeless guy.
Yes.
HomelessLivesMatter.com. Check him out. Check everyone out.
Yeah.
I'm Toaden K. Boomer's not happy right now.
No, I'm happy. I'm Boomer. I didn't want to say anything on the live show here. I'll tell him later.
Okay. Some people change, but I'm telling you, for the longest time, he was, huge promoter and people, and just a brilliant person to learn off of. And you can find that. You can find the biggest idiot and learn something off of them.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying anyone that we mentioned today is the biggest idiot, but you could find someone that you may be like, wow, this guy's an idiot. If you talk to him for a little while, you might learn something on him. It might be the opposite of what he's saying, but you can learn something.
You can learn something from anybody.
Non-YouTube conventions, I network way better than YouTube conventions. Just because I'm not the same person, it's just everyone is selling themselves as a YouTuber at a YouTube convention.
That's what I was just about to say.
Another convention. Some people are really there just to find knowledge from other things.
When I go to these Comic Cons, I'm gonna do my funny videos. I went up to people like, "Where is she?" to Batman people, and I say, "Here's my card. You'll be on YouTube, okay? Thank you."
Oh yeah, when I was desperate for freelance work, I started going to any job fair I could find, and I'll go to a programming job fair. I don't program. I'm not a computer. I'm not a computer programmer or nothing like that. But guess what? I got freelance gigs. And not even from the companies that were there, from people that were showing up that had small startups just doing it in their backyard and stuff. They're like, yeah, we need some videos, and I worked with them. Exactly. But anyways, I'm Toaden K. Check out the rest of this channel. Comment, rate, subscribe. Thank you.
Give it a thumbs up.
Or a thumbs down. I don't care. Just interact with me. I always, I respond when I can, which is very quite often. Hopefully, you all took something away. Thank you very much.
I love you. Bye. Wait a minute. What?